Well, you've certainly got an incredible group of photographs here. Here we've got Anthony Curtis, Piper Laurie, Anne Blythe, Peggy Dow, Maureen O'Hara, Jeff Chandler, all the stars look, Abbott and Costello, Jimmy Stewart. It gets better and better, this. Look at this, Gregory Peck. How come you've got so many of these signed photographs?
Well, in the 1950s, I was employed by GFD, General Film Distributors, which was the distribution section of the Rank organisation.
Aha.
And my job was organising film star appearances, mainly British film stars. And I even went backstage at the Hippodrome down the road when Ava Gardner was there in the dressing room.
Really?
And
that would have been interesting.
Oh, very interesting.
I tell you, a lot of people would have liked to have seen Ava Gardner in the dressing room.
Exactly.
How many photographs have you got altogether then?
Well, honestly, I haven't counted them.
But this is just a small part, isn't it?
There must be about 20 to 30 there. Yeah.
Right.
And I have other ones, personal ones, in studios and on tour and so on.
So when Frank Sinatra came to Birmingham, did he present you with this picture?
Oh, yes. I would say invariably, it's nice to have been of service because it was my job.
Quite.
Invariably, thank you for looking after us. May I have a souvenir?
So you'd say to Frank, how about a signed photograph?
Yes, and I had a nickname. My initials are James Anthony Monk, J-A-M. My
Yes.
boss was J. Arthur Rank, J-A-R. Right. So some call me Jimmy Jam Jam. That's quite true.
Well, that's fantastic, and, because the problem for most people with signed material of this type is how authentic is the signature. And it's extremely difficult because the studios produce large numbers of these images. Of course they did. These people are major stars. And very often the signature that's on the photograph is absolute rubbish because they had a signer in the studio who simply did the necessary. But if you're saying to me that when Frank Sinatra came to Birmingham, he presented you at the end of his visit with this signed photograph, and you saw him sign it, so to speak, that is copper-bottomed provenance and is extremely important. As a result, because you're able to say that, some of these images, particularly for the bigger stars, I have to tell you, will be worth a considerable amount of money.
Thank you.
If you take that image, though, one of your glazed ones...
That's Joan Collins when she was 18.
That's Joan Collins when she's 18?
Yes. I was 32.
Ah, that put you in your place then, didn't it? So Joan Collins, aged 18, did she sign this for you?
Oh, yes, yes.
And here we've got Dickie Attenborough.
That's right, Lord Attenborough now, if I may
I'm so sorry.
So, yeah.
And even he says, bless you, Jimmy, for looking after us. Yours, Dickie Attenborough.
That's right.
Well, that's a wonderful series of memories for you.
Invaluable.
And you'd never want to sell them, though, would you?
No.
No.
Just want to have them valued, please.
Just want to have them valued,
so
please.
many of my friends have said to me, they must be worth thousands. I said, oh, steady on a bit.
Well, it's difficult to value, quite frankly, but the fact that you've got this copper-bottom provenance makes an enormous difference. So a really good photograph of the youthful and extremely good-looking Frank Sinatra is probably worth around £1,000.
Really?
Yes. If you take Gregory Peck, looking immaculate as any Gregory Peck can, £600 to £900 probably for him. Jimmy Stewart is worth £800 to £1,200. Abbott and Costello, they didn't sign very much during their lifetime, and this photograph is probably worth £1,000 or £1,200. So if you take this lot as a mass, I hope you'll feel that all that work that you did at the time, schmoozing them, can I please have an autograph, you'll find worthwhile, do you?
To be honest with you, I thought something in the region of about £3,000 for this lot alone.
Well, it would be more than that.
Yes, definitely. Well, now you've told me, I believe you.
Good. So you should.
You should know.
Millions wouldn't.
And with that, the wheel of good fortune comes to a halt, and we hop off, bidding farewell to the glorious surroundings of Symphony Hall. Until the next time, from Birmingham, goodbye.
Is there a God or not? Celebrities pondering the meaning of life tonight at 10:15. Next here on BBC One, a movie blockbuster. Kevin Costner is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.